What if Dark Planet's biggest twist wasn't in the script, but hidden in a single frame? Today, we're exposing the secret even the director tried to bury. The film begins in a futuristic world where all major global issues, such as war, hunger, and deadly diseases, have been eradicated. Food is abundant everywhere, and medical advancements have made every illness curable. Most impressively, space travel has become so common that ordinary people can now explore the galaxy with ease. Among them is Max, the film's main character. He is seen traveling through space in his spaceship. Max loves visiting different planets and learning about their cultures and ways of life. However, his family constantly urges him to return home and focus on his studies. But Max isn't interested in academics and continues his galactic adventures, ignoring their advice. Suddenly, Max's journey takes a dangerous turn when a piece of space rock collides with his ship. The system malfunctions, alarms blare, and lights go out as Max struggles to regain control. Despite his best efforts, the ship crashes on an unknown planet. Max barely escapes before the ship explodes, finding himself stranded on a mysterious and silent island with no signs of life around him. He explores this unfamiliar place. Max discovers extinguished campfires and utensils, suggesting someone else had been there recently. He soon spots a strange creature hiding nearby. When he tries to communicate, the creature runs away in fear. Confused and curious, Max continues searching for answers. Suddenly, a soldier appears and aims a gun at Max while shouting in an unrecognizable language. Max tries to explain, pulling out a translator device from his belt, but the soldier mistakes it for a weapon and shoots it. Max is then arrested and taken to a city that resembles Earth but feels darker and more oppressive. Soldiers in black uniforms patrol the streets. Drones buzz overhead, and the atmosphere is unsettling. Max is taken to a lab where scientists believe he is an alien. They place a strange helmet on him to read his thoughts, but when they fail to find alien behavior, they conclude he is mentally unstable and decide to send him to a mental asylum. The transfer is overseen by a soldier named Guy. On the way, Max witnesses decaying infrastructure and ominous towers every few kilometers. When he asks Guy about them, he's told the towers are defenses against increasing enemies. Suddenly, one tower explodes, sending debris flying. Max saves Guy from being crushed, earning his respect. Guy realizes Max is no ordinary visitor. Soon, Max learns of a rebellion against the ruling government. The oppressive regime uses these towers to maintain control, labeling dissenters as rebels. Meanwhile, a powerful figure, the head of the research department, orders his agent to bring Max in for further testing. Max is locked in a tank for observation, but is later extracted by the agent without permission. A lawyer monitoring Max grows increasingly paranoid and experiences the same seizures others have had. This seizure-like behavior seems to occur in people resistant to the mind control signals emitted by the towers. When Max is taken through the city again, people start shouting at him for not joining their nationalistic singing, a side effect of the tower's mind control. Amid the chaos, Max escapes. Max soon learns about a secret group known as Fathers who rule society. They enforce strict control, punishing each other for any mistakes. Max finds solace in a local bar and befriends a waitress who turns out to be Guy's sister. After defending her from a rude customer and his gang, Max reveals his story to her. They grow close and she invites him home, but danger follows. The same man returns with goons to attack Max. Max easily overpowers them, even using their weapons against them. Afterward, he's invited to stay at Guy's home, where he begins to learn more about this strange world. He notices that the government is broadcasting his thoughts on TV and spreading false information. He towers protect them from rebels. Encouraged by Guy, Max undergoes military training, excels in shooting, and is soon deployed on his first mission, to destroy a rebel base. But when he sees the rebels are frightened civilians, he refuses to kill them. Instead, he lays down his weapon while others brutalize the captives. The rebels are brought to trial, where bright lights and torture are used as punishment. One rebel with a mechanical arm is burned alive in a gas suit, an event that deeply affects Max. Max confides in Guy, expressing his horror, but Guy insists it's necessary. The head of the Fathers, suspicious of Max's loyalty, gives him a test: execute 2 captured rebels. Max pretends to comply, but lets them escape instead. When he returns and says he wants to leave the army, The head shoots him in rage. Badly wounded, Max is left to die, but rebels find his body and discover he is still alive. Max learns the truth from the rebels. The towers emit mind control signals that brainwash the population. Those resistant suffer seizures and are labeled as rebels. Max, immune to the signals, decides to fight back. During another signal surge, rebels use mouth guards to prevent self-injury, while Max remains unaffected and takes charge. Max and the rebels plan to destroy one of the towers. They sneak into a secured area and start a fierce battle with the guards. Max leads the charge, plants a bomb at the tower's base, and escapes just in time before the massive explosion. Though victorious, they suffer losses. Only Max and one other survive. Later, Max returns to the waitress's home, but is spotted and reported to the authorities. Police arrive and surround the house. To protect the waitress and Guy, Max flees, but is eventually captured after a violent skirmish. The fathers use the waitress as leverage to force Max's surrender. Max is imprisoned with other detainees. The lawyer, now aware of Max's immunity to the mind control signals, plans to abduct him. Max and other prisoners are sent to the forest to retrieve old weapons when they're ambushed by automated killer robots. Max survives and saves a fellow soldier after they fall into an underground lab, where they encounter a dangerous, mutated creature. After a fierce battle, Max spares the creature, understanding it's not evil, but misunderstood. Later, Max and his friends discover a red tank entangled in bushes and use it to destroy attacking black tanks. Max decides to escape, but no one else dares to join. He continues alone, navigating a minefield and surviving multiple attacks. Eventually, Max meets Guy again, pulls him into the tank, and speeds off. Guy is shocked but relieved. Max promises him a new life, one of freedom and truth. Together, they head toward a hopeful future, and with that, the film comes to an end. So, genius twist or total nonsense? Find it out below, and if you spotted a detail we missed, drop it in the comments. Prove us wrong. Be subscribed to enjoy more movies. Our next recap will blow your skirt up.